Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jameis to throw it. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Wait. Hey, where we go?
From the gun, Winston. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. To throw again on 2nd down, Winston. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, it's Winston. And Tate's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A first down throw for Winston. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Screen, 17. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let me go.
Winston now gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Winston sneaking it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Ready. Blue 8. 50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Green, 17. Mike, wait.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On play action, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now Winston. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Roshade good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Roshade to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 18. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
22. Check it back. Check it back.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Monday. Hey, check Mike 21.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
First down, New York.
Flip.
First down, Winston. This is Shepard on the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Jameis now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the interception, here's Stafford. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, Winston. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line.
1st down, Giants.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the red zone now, Winston. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Winston. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. To throw, Winston. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And Rosas puts this one through. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 33.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check 99. Check 99. Hurry! Check.
They'll run it with Johnson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
I know you felt that one.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
10. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 5. Hey, check Mike 21.
Again, it's Stafford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
It's our time. It's our time.
Now Stafford. And he's got it. And he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones. As time expires in the first half. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They will take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
40 got.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. There, the defense won the battle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. J.D. McKissick. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston is going to float this one deep right. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 78 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Go. Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
No, 70. Tight dog.
Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go with Johnson. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Leads to 3rd down and 5.
Hey, exit. Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Stafford now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stafford throwing on target to Jones, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught, Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Set, 180. Check my 21. Middle. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Get ready.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. I'm going to run you over.
Winston now. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down, New York.
The first down throw for Winston. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Again, it's Johnson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Big 20. Check Mike 21, Mike 20. Hey, Echo. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I know he ain't got it. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Oh, you got deep? Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
64, weak.
The Lions go for it on 4th, and Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, and a Lion first down.
Double right.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On second down now. It's Johnson, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
That's the way. 36, 36. Shift, watch the shift.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. Drill right, 22. Slam, 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 slam. 32. Tighten up. Easy, easy.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Tackle made by Aude Aruna.
It's second and 8 at the Giants' 26-yard line.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go to Johnson again. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Safe. 32. Watch twist. Zebra. Check. 49. Check 49.
Here's Johnson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check 37. Check 37.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd.
At the 18-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Pick it up. Watch the edge. Check 50.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Stay 50. Switch. Kill. Hey, look. 10. Check 3.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Kill.
They give to Johnson going right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though.